You understand? We're going to talk about these current events because the current events that are happening today are part of biblical prophecy and are proof that you are the real Jews. You understand? And that's what we're going to talk about today. Read that first part right there.
Total ICE detainees in U.S. 60,000 people.
How many people?
60,000 people.
60,000 so-called immigrants. 60,000. Go ahead.
As of April 2026.
60,000 plus of so-called immigrants. We all know who the real immigrants are.
That's right.
White people.
Right.
Y'all the real immigrants.
That's right.
You don't belong on this land. All that you've done is SA'd, robbed, and for this land.
Right.
You understand? I heard some white girl say on TikTok, it's not our fault that our ancestors fought better than you.
Right.
It's not our fault that we're better and we fought better and you lost. You didn't fight. You didn't do any fighting. You do what you do best. You were being a devil.
Right.
You were lying. You understand? You were lying to the people who showed you how to live on this land when your ancestors got here.
Right.
You probably don't know that history. Your kids don't even know that history. The natives of this land saw you dying because you didn't know how to plant a seed. Because you didn't know how to stay warm in this part of the earth.
Right.
And guess what? We taught you how to live. We showed you mercy. And in return, you spoke to us in a forked tongue. You said one thing, but you really meant war.
Right.
You said one thing, but you really meant another thing. And that's why we say that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of,
That's right.
because you are the greatest liar on planet Earth.
Right.
And that's why you have this land. And not only because of that, not because you're great and you have power and you're white and you're clean when you're the opposite, but because we are disobeying our God. Black, Hispanics,
Right.
North American, Indian man, that's why we are at the bottom. And it's not because we're weak. It's clear that we're superior people.
That's
physically, mentally, you understand? Socially. But we are at the bottom because we are not serving our God as we're
Right.
supposed to.
Right.
60,000 of our people are being put in detention centers, roughly around 60,000 in the United States. You understand? Read that verse. Let me get Lamentations 4:18. I'm gonna tell you what the Bible says about that. I'm gonna show you that us being in these ICE detention centers is actual biblical prophecy. It's prophesied in the Bible. Go ahead and read that.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, and verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They what?
They hunt our steps.
They what?
They hunt our steps.
They hunt our steps. Who likes to hunt? Who's a hunter? What people name their kids Hunter?
Right.
White people.
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
You read that again.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, and verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They hunt our steps. That's what white people love to do. White people are bloodthirsty in nature. They just love to
That's right.
they'll kill anything. You understand? They kill all the deer, they kill all the lions, you understand? All the rhinos for what? To have them in their living room wall to brag about how much animals they didn't. They do it for sports.
Right.
And that's biblical. That's in the Bible. It says that Esau was skilled with the sword. Esau. Who's Esau? That's your forefather, white people. You come
right.
from Esau.
Right.
Edom. What does Edom mean? Edom is in the Bible. It means red because blood comes forth through your skin. You're red. And that's why you are the devil.
That's right.
You fit the description. You're red and you're the greatest liar on earth.
That's right.
And you love to kill. You love to hunt the innocent. Go ahead.
That we cannot go in our streets.
That we cannot go in our streets. Who can't go in their streets right now? We can't go in our streets. Not even right now. For the past 400 years, we can't even go in our own streets because the hunter, the devil, the oppressor wants to unalive us every chance he gets.
That's right.
And that's what's going on with this ICE situation. We can't even go in our streets, man. Why? Because what?
They hunt our steps.
Because they hunt our steps, man. Now read this part right here. We're gonna bring out some more facts about the situation of ICE and our people and what's going on. Go ahead.
At least 185 have died in U.S. immigration.
185 of our people, of your people, have in the immigration detention centers.
Right.
Why are they dying? That's the question. Why are they allowing our people, our children, to these ICE detention centers? Why? Because it's on purpose. You understand? They don't care about us. They don't care about so-called black people, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Indians. Why? Because we are the biblical Jews, and it's prophesied that this evil nation will rule over us because we decided to not serve our God.
Right.
Because we decided to do what we wanted to do and try to join with the oppressor. That came from Martin Luther King. That came from Cesar Chavez and all of our brothers and sisters who were lost trying to integrate with so-called white people.
Right.
When in reality, we are better segregated from white people.
That's right.
We will strive and grow without white people.
That's right.
They will without us.
That's right.
That's the truth, and that is shown through history. You understand? So you're telling me 60,000 people of our people have been detention centers, and only how many have?
At least 185 people have died.
That's what's documented. You understand? That's what they show. But who knows all the other evil that's going on in there? Go ahead.
And customs informant custody since reporting began in 2003. 2026 trend as of April 22nd, 2026, 17 deaths have been recorded.
As of April 22nd, 2022, the year 2026, 17 have been recorded.
Right.
Recorded. These are deaths that are recorded. This ain't talking about the other deaths that they're not going to tell you about. You understand? Because if they're treating us the way they do in these streets, imagine what they're doing behind closed doors.
That's right.
Imagine how they're treating us when no one can see. You understand? And that's about one per week, if you want to put it that way. Keep going.
2025 was a record high year.
2025 was a record high year. Go ahead.
In detention.
In detention centers. Our people are literally in these ICE detention centers.
Right.
That's what's going on. There are our people in these ICE detention centers. And if you think siding with America is the answer, if you think that you voting for America is better for you, especially if you're a Latino, Black, or Native Indian, you suffer and you are brainwashed.
That's right.
You lack the knowledge of history and the knowledge of the nature of the oppressor. If you think he's gonna forget about you and decide to put you on his team, no. The only way America can thrive is by oppressing Black, Hispanics, and North American Indians.
Right.
And you always gotta remember that, so you won't be fooled to turn against your own people.
That's right.
Go ahead.
With 33 to 53 deaths reported, surpassing the pandemic era high.
33 to 53 deaths reported, man. Our people should not be dying in these ICE detention centers.
Right.
They should have everything they need. They should have the food, the medication, the lawyers, everything. But they take that from them because it's not about immigration. It's not about making sure so-called immigrants, Mexicanos, Latinos get out of America. Because without us here, guess what? You wouldn't have so many tax dollars. You wouldn't be able to fund all these schools and all these programs and all these streets because billions and billions of dollars come from Latino taxpayers who are not even legal technically here in America.
Right.
So it's not about that. It's about what? It's about the white man being the oppressor.
That's right.
It's about the white man doing what he does best, and that is exploiting and discriminating for his benefit.
That's right.
And he's always done it to Black, Latinos, and North American Indians.
That's
you
right.
understand? Because they don't care about what happens in those ICE detention centers. It's about making money. It's about making a profit. It's not about these people and making sure that they get out of here and let's get them home safe.